Hey guys, Marco here, back once again from mycolorscreen. If you clicked on this video because you wanted to make your Android phone look a whole lot better, well then I've got good news for you, as this will be a quick and simple video tutorial in order to turn your Android phone into a work of art. So without any further ado, let's bring to you today's video tutorial. Boom! So in today's video tutorial, I'll be going through a step-by-step guide on creating this simple yet minimal yet brilliantly designed home screen by the very popular author GaRyArTs with his home screen titled Round. I was actually reading in one of the mycolorscreen comments and someone just said I can just look in the mycolorscreen site and say, oh, that's a work of art by GaRyArTs, and this is no exception. As you can see, it's got everything that you need, 3 icons at the bottom for your phone, your messages or mail, as well as your chat, and just tapping on either one of them will bring up all your necessary app shortcuts. So you can change this to be your messages or your mail and your chat as well. You've got your app drawer at the top that if tapped will just quickly bring up your app drawer, nice and simple. And focusing on the middle, this blew me away. It just looks so amazing. It's got everything that you need. It's got your time, it's got your battery information, it's got your weather, it's got your temperature, and tapping in the middle there with that little icon will simply update your weather. This is a fantastic screen. I really enjoy this. I'm going to keep it on my phone actually for a little while. I really enjoy it. So if you'd like to know how to recreate this brilliant home screen on your Android phone, let's bring to you today's video tutorial. Booyah! Great, so before we begin, just a few things to get you off the ground. Some apps that you'll be needing. First off will be your launcher, your custom launcher. I'll be using Nova Prime for this setup, but you're welcome to use any other launcher such as Apex, SS Launcher, even Holo Launcher for all the gingerbread fans out there. You're also going to be needing UCCW, which is free and it's fantastic for this very setup. Also check in the description below for all the links that you need in order to set up this phone, which you need to copy onto your phone, either direct or onto your computer and then onto your phone. So let us begin with setting up the launcher. Let's do it. Awesome stuff. So starting with our launcher settings, I'll be using Nova Launcher for this. You're welcome to, like I said, use any other launcher as it should in theory work out. So you just need to go into your Nova settings, go into your desktop settings here. Now we're going to go into our desktop grid. From here I'll be selecting a 9x7, which is what GaRyArTs wanted. You're welcome to use any other grid size. This seemed to work out well for me on my Nexus 4. Also take note that this was designed for the 720 by 1280 screen resolution such as your Galaxy S3, so just keep that in mind. So if you have a different phone, your desktop grid may differ. I'm just going to select OK for now. Your margins you want to be on none. Home screens you're only going to be having one home screen. Shadows off. And then you just want to be selecting resize all widgets, as there's only going to be one widget to be placed. So going to be going back now. If you go into our dock, you want your dock to be disabled. We're not going to be using a dock this time around. And if you go into our look and feel, if we scroll all the way down, you want to be disabling your notification bar. That's this one at the top. So don't worry if you hide it, you can still swipe down and it should reappear for you just like that. And there we have our Nova settings complete. If we go back, there we should have everything removed. Remember just to get rid of any icons or widgets that you have currently on your phone. Now we're going to be moving into the wallpaper. Great, so for this wallpaper, very simple setup. There's 2 ways of doing it. Like I said, this was designed for the phones that have a resolution of 1280 by 720. So if you do have that, GaRyArTs made it very easy for you. He's included the wallpaper designed for that resolution. However, because I had a Nexus 4, I had to do some photoshopping. Don't worry, he's also provided a PSD in the link below, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you're using a Galaxy S3 or any other phone that fits the 1280 by 720 resolution, then you can just go into your gallery or your quick pick, whatever else you want, go into that folder that you've hopefully copied onto your phone, and then just select the round_wall, and that should hopefully fit your phone perfectly. Now, however, if you're using the Nexus 4 like me, then we're going to have to be using Wallpaper Wizardry, although it seems to work out for me. So I'm just going to be going into Wallpaper Wizardry, and then you just need to find where you've copied it onto your phone. So here I have the wallpaper that I've found. I'm going to be selecting it now. Remember, this is specifically for the Nexus 4 only. Other resolutions, you might have to do some photoshopping just to get it done correctly. So I'm just going to be selecting set now, going to go into quick. I want to have no scroll selected, and then I want to go into crop portrait. From here, I just need to move the edges out, or the padding out, whatever you would like to call them, just so that it fits the entire thing completely. And I'm going to select set. It's going to set your wallpaper up. Cool beans. So that is our wallpaper set up. If you're using, like I said, if you use that 720 by 1280 wallpaper, then these icons are not going to be there, simply because I've photoshopped them in for the next 4 edition. Do not worry though, we'll be adding them in later in the video. So don't worry, don't fret, as everything will work out. So wallpaper done, launcher settings done. Let's jump into our UCCW. Great, so for the UCCW skin to be added, remember to copy it onto your phone, as now we'll be holding down on the home screen, selecting widgets, and then scrolling down all the way to UCCW. Now it doesn't really matter what size you choose, let's just go for that one. Like I said, it doesn't matter at all, as you'll be resizing it anyway. Now we're going to select UZip at the top, and we're going to be going into that folder that you've copied onto your phone, as this now UZip should appear. You don't have to extract, don't try and extract the UZip or anything, just copy it straight onto your phone. I'm going to select it now, and it's going to now import it onto my phone. I just need to tap that hand, and hopefully it should appear. Now if it doesn't appear, if it shows an ugly white block, then you're going to have to hold down on it, select remove, and then going back into your UCCW skins list. But instead of selecting UZip, you'll just select it from the list of all your added UCCW skins. Just keep that in mind. Also, if your weather isn't showing, you're going to have to go into UCCW editor, go into your menu, go into your settings, and then change your weather provider, and that also should work out for you. So I just need to resize that so it's more or less in the middle. So I've made this quite large. As you can see, I sort of make room for my bottom icons as well as my top app drawer icons. So keep that in mind, as we can just select back. And now if you want, you can always edit your UCCW editor. If you tap on the skin, it should hopefully bring up your UCCW editor. If not, that means your lock widgets is on, and all you'd have to do to edit it would be to go into your app drawer menu, go into UCCW, go into your menu or into your options, either there or just at the bottom, and then select lock widgets and make sure that it's off, just so you can get into the screen. Now GaRyArTs has left it quite simple, as the only hotspot, if we select our background, then select object, and then select hotspots, the only hotspot that he's created is an update weather, that, as you can see, it's in the middle there. So you're welcome to change it to something else. If you don't know how to use hotspots, check in the link below for our UCCW tutorials. I'm just going to leave it like this for now, as I think this works out fantastic. And now you don't want to, every time tap your phone, you want to be opening up this editor. So in order to prevent that, you just want to go back into your options, go back into your lock widgets, and then turn it on. It's going to do its funky thing, do its magic, and then hopefully, wait for it, there it is. So that's done. Selecting your weather there will just update your weather wherever you are. Finally, we're going to be moving on to these bodacious icons. Let's do it. Great, so in order to add these icons, remember I said earlier that if you got that 720 by 1280 wallpaper, these icons are not going to be there. You're still going to have to add them in. But same goes for if you've just set this Nexus 4 wallpaper. I know that might sound a bit confusing, but I'm going to help you out. First thing we want to do is create an app drawer at the top, just so we can get in the other icons. So I'm just going to hold in that corner there, select Nova Actions, and select App Drawer. Now it's going to put it in a little bit at the corner there, but don't worry, selecting that area will still bring this up for you. Now what we want to do is to add in the rest of the icons, well, those 3 at the bottom. So first we'll be going for our phone, and if it's right, let's hope for the best. There it is. So it fitted perfectly there. I got lucky this time. These should fit if you're using, say, the Galaxy S3's wallpaper. Other phones, you might have to be changing your grid sizes. Remember, it was a 9x7, so you maybe need to bump it up a little bit just to get it to fit. And if you've still at a loss, you might have to, like I said, Photoshop these icons into the wallpaper, or just use paint just to get these icons into this wallpaper, just to make it a lot less hassle. So I'm just going to be adding in the other 2. I'm just going to be adding in, say, messaging and WhatsApp. So I'm just going to drag it down there, and then do WhatsApp as well. I got very lucky with these bottom ones, so oops, let's get in the middle there. So those are all done, those are all being added. Now, the first way of doing this is if you've selected that 720 by 1280 wallpaper, but we'll be doing the exact same method for this Nexus 4. You're going to hold down on the icon, select edit, select the little icon there, and then select your gallery or quick pick, whatever you prefer. I'm going to go into my quick pick here and then go into my icon folder, well, that round folder that you've copied onto your phone. Now, if you're using that 720 by 1280 wallpaper, I've said that a lot. If you set that wallpaper, then you want to select these icons that GaRyArTs has provided. So that makes your job a whole lot easier, as you can just select them and there it is, done. Now, if you're like me and got the Nexus 4 and you already got those icons there, then you want to be selecting a blank PNG. So I've copied my blank PNG onto my phone. I just need to select OK, and there it is, done. I'm just going to select OK again, and there it is. That's simple. I'm just going to see how it works there. Boom. Done, set up. So you want to be doing it for this one, and for the app drawer at the top, which, a little fun fact, takes about 1.2 seconds longer to hold down and select edit. Just keep that in mind and don't think it's broken or something. That's just Nova. So I'm going to come back once you've made these all either a blank icon or the ones that GaRyArTs has provided. And there we have our home screen complete. That was really simple, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this home screen tutorial. That's everything done, everything works. Like I said, just tapping on those icons will bring up your necessary shortcuts. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Marco here from mycolorscreen. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, as it would really mean a lot to us, as well as check out our Facebook, Google+, Twitter community, and Instagram communities, as we really enjoy hanging out with you guys. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Marco here from mycolorscreen, and as always, don't stop customizing.